the Discord. Where is the Discord again? Am just gonna be grinding a few levels. I'm trying my best on controller. Because with controller, it doesn't hurt my hands after too long. And there's some pretty funky moves that controller lets you do. Which what I've done is I've bound both jump and grab to the same button. Which hopefully you can see over on my controller display stuff. And yeah, if you do that, you can kind of just do some cool moves. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I've touched this game, both as a speedrun and casually. But there's some fun, neat stuff that I want to try and practice, so as well. And it is much harder for me to control on controller than keyboard and mouse. Keyboard and mouse, everything feels nice and easy and tasty. But the point is to actually get more comfortable on controller, so time to grind. To go up there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so the timing on that thing is a little bit tricky. If you end up like letting go too quickly, then you just have a little bit of a problem. And if you hold on too long, then you don't get the boost at all, you just get a snag. So there's a bit of timing I have to get better at, but it's not super bad. And the stuff you can do with this is really nice. So I want to get better at it. Plus it feels fun, just playing this game again and learning and seeing myself get better at controller. Because with mouse and keyboard, I wasn't really feeling like I was improving at all anymore. Plus, grinding meant hurting my hands on mouse and keyboard. So now I can actually grind on controller and not hurt as much, which is ideal. A few levels I want to try on controller. 1-1 has some nice stuff you can do with just the new throw a beam straight down and get a boost instantly jump. And there's some other levels that also have some easier and harder things. So, here goes. Oh yeah, one weird thing that you can't do on controller, just like at all, is you can't drop something in midair. So there's certain levels that use dropping things in midair as like a strategy. And it's like technically possible on controller, but it's so hard to do that it's like completely consistent. Like if you're on the ground, you can just aim down and drop, that's fine. But if you're in midair, you kind of have to like position the cursor over yourself, and then it might work sometimes. But it's real bad. I wish there was an option for it, but it doesn't matter. But basically that just means that for some of the stuff, I will keep doing it in keyboard and mouse, and some of the stuff I'll do on controller. Or most of the stuff I'll do on controller. That's okay. If it's not, like, too many levels on controller. I mean, if it's not too many levels on mouse and keyboard, then it's fine. But, for example, like, this fairy puzzle, you like have to drop some stuff midair, and not being able to do that on controller is kind of a problem. But it's a short level anyways, so just doing it on mouse and keyboard is fine. But most things you can do on controller just as well as keyboard, or better. You just have to be good at aiming and moving and controllering. So ooh, this one's a good warm-up one. Just because. The way you move in this level is you have to never touch the ground ever. And that feels good. It's not too bad. And I need to remember these orders because I'm trying to derust a lot of things right now. One of those things being my memory of this order. Middle, okay. And then bottom, I think. Oh. Original. Yeah! That's a... I want to say I discovered this through like the Kickstarter a while ago, but it's been a while so I don't super remember. But yeah, I checked out the browser version as well, and that was good and fun. And yeah. Oh. Sorry, I have to split my attention wisely, because as soon as I looked over to chat, I forgot how to play the video game. And then if I want to remember how to play the video game, I have to stop looking at chat. But, yeah. I do really like this game, and I don't know, it's kind of a shame more people aren't speedrunning it, so might as well throw myself in here. No, you're fine. Let's see. There was a level I wanted to grind some more. Okay, this level has some weird stuff that I want to try and practice, but basically having precise angles is tough on controller. The big plus with mouse and keyboard is it's much easier to aim your beam. It's very important. But if you can do that on controller, which I'm getting better at, and there's some nice stuff you can do on controller. Let's see, here. There we go. That's something that you can only do with controller. Okay, don't get body slammed into the ground, or slam dunked. Don't know why I said body slammed. Okay. I need to do this level more, which means I should quit before I actually get to the end of it and hit the restart button. The important is that, well, the ending is important too, so maybe I should just run through the end. Ah! Well, I guess that's a problem with that strat. Let's see here. Let's try that again. So normally, mouse and keyboard I could do this, which is... But that's very slightly slower, and this I found on controller. But I guess the problem is you can hit this bubble, and that messes everything up. So maybe I'll just do the mouse and keyboard things here. So it's... Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Just do that. Is that any different? And here, feels like there should be something I can do here to not struggle in this area so much. Normally, it's just fall down here, try to get myself in here, use wall jumps again. Actually, yeah, that's fine. You just need to remember how to actually do that. Okay. Yeah, when everything's going quickly, there's like no time to actually think about what's happening. You just sort of have to have it in muscle memory, and then react to everything that gets messed up. So... best practice is practice. And I do actually need to spend time stopping and being like, okay, rehearse what I need to do. Sometimes. Until I've got my plan set up. Okay, I seem fine. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, jump, jump. No! Don't miss the jump button. Oh, right. If you hit restart course at the end of these levels, it still wins. No! God. So this friend here can shoot through the floor if they want to. Where'd they go? And fly, apparently. This whole hallway here. The idea is I convert this falling speed into a whoosh. And I just keep going. And do some bunny hops. And then swivel around, keep going. Hop, oops. Don't get slam dunked into the floor, is also the idea. Okay, that was clean movement at the end there. Okay, yep, keep grinding. But yeah, tight corridors like this are just hard in general, not just mouse or keyboard or controller. Grappling at all is a mess. In a good way. Because there is the potential to get it moving really nice and fluid. It's just also very easy to snag. That was actually a good time. Yeah, about 30 is what I usually get. But yeah, I've been practicing with controller for a few days, maybe like almost a week. And when I first started on controller, it was awful and painful, Not in, like, a physical way, but, like, in an emotional way. Just how it felt. I've definitely, been improving. What's up with that jump? Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do, no! A nice clean run of this level and try to get under, like, 30 seconds. And then I'll go back to the first level and try to do the same thing there. Alright. Not quite under 30. So let's try again. But definitely happy with this being, like, comparable to mouse and keyboard times. It's been a lot of work to get it there. Got snagged there. So I'm pretty sure the cycles on the big blue glowy pads are random, more or less. Or they seem like to be... they're active at different points of time. But if you get to them, if you get to the last area and they're on, that's bad, because they send you up too quickly, you're gonna bonk on the ceiling. Or, just rise slowly, and it makes that area feel weird. But I gotta get used to that, because that's how it will be for actual runs. There we go. No! Seriously? Just flies away. So, if that orange hollow soldier, big ball friend, if it throws straight downwards, then there's a good chance that it'll clip straight to the floor. It's annoying. Doesn't always happen though. And I think it's partially based on what direction it's facing, but I mean, it'll always face towards you, usually, so it doesn't super matter. It'll just happen if it wants to. But I think I should be able to, like, react to it, like, take a second to get around it, or just wait for it, or dodge it. Right now I'm just going for it. Oops. Okay, yeah, we want... No! We want to not get slam dunked into the floor. We want the blue pads to be off when we get to them. I'm gonna give it one more, whether it's below 30 or not. Just because... while my intention is to grind, my attention span says otherwise. And I want to move to a different level. Okay, I accidentally did really, really well. Cool. 30-12, I'll take it. 1-1. There's actually some nice, like, speed tech, which makes a controller probably best for, like, world record attempts of individual level here. So you can do that. You can do this here, which makes this climb a little less awkward. I'm thinking about something that I gotta remember, which is when I'm hanging on diagonal corners like these, if I'm holding up, it might be bad sometimes. If I'm falling into them and there's space below, I want to hold down. But if it's in an area like this, it depends. But let me show better what I'm talking about. Because there's a certain spot that gets me up. It gets me tripped up. And tripped up is the name of a racer from Diddy Kong Racing. Okay, so this area right here, specifically when you're trying to go downwards, usually I sort of default to holding up to like reel in the beam. Because if you're holding up, it's sort of like gives you a little bit more gusto in a grapple, and it keeps you higher off the ground, which makes it so you don't land as easily. But I specifically don't want to do that in this case because it if you get your beam to be too short, it'll like snag you as well. It'll kill all your speed, and that tends to happen around here. I want to do the opposite. I want to go downwards. Do this. Up, down. There we go. And sort of lower myself instead of going too high and snagging. This spot also is goofy. I'm not quite sure the best way to tackle it. Usually because you end up with varying amounts of speed. Usually you have speed, you fall through here, fall through here, and then you try to grab that guy while you're falling. And I think I should do the same thing, where I hold down, or hold nothing. One of those two. It's just a weird spot though. And then if you have enough speed, you can do this. Which is much nicer than just hobbling through it with a normal jump. Anyways, those are all the new key features of doing this on controller. And that. Okay, hold down. That was pretty clean, and I didn't really bonk on anything, but I didn't have a ton of speed, which is not great. So I need to keep in mind the best times to grapple. Okay, holding down is a problem where you hit the floor as well, so I think I'm just gonna have to hold nothing. Yeah, holding nothing seems to be the best. Because you won't reel in so much that you snag yourself. And you won't kick the ground. Bunny hopping there is dangerous because you can fall into here. It's hard to have exactly the right speed that you need for that. Because that's the ideal way to do it. Eggplant. I wonder if I should do something like this. Normally I grab onto this guy, use that build speed, and grab up here. But if I have that super jump, like this, just entirely bypass it. Might be better. Build my speed. Boink, boink, boink. Alright, that actually worked out. So falling down into that area before the end is a problem because you can't really do it without losing all your speed. So you might as well go to the top path and try to hold on to your speed for as long as possible. But you can also have pretty good speed in that area too. Okay. Purcell. Oh, this one's fun to do on controller now. It was already my favorite level. There's this weird spot. You have to, drop, and wall boost, then grab. Come on. Yeah, especially since Purcell can move sometimes. Let's see here. Do something like this. That might actually be better. But my main problem is I have to be sure that Purcell... Excuse me? That Purcell will fall. And Purcell will land here, and that Rena will drop Purcell instead of yeet Purcell. So I have to wait an extra half second to make sure I'm on the floor. Which means Purcell might be close to this wall, which means... problem. It's bad if Purcell's close to the wall because it's hard to snag. I mean, it's hard to grab them. Let's see. And with mouse and keyboard, you don't have to wait till you're on the floor. You can just, basically, you have to do less clicks, less grabs and throws, which, helps a bit. Is there any other better way to do this? So, I had this idea a while ago, but it never really worked. Basically, Rena wouldn't get enough height. But I wonder if there's a way to get around it, which is gonna look dumb. But here. That's normally about as far as I can get. This wall jump strategy. keyboard for a second. So that's pretty good, but even at the very best, I end up stuck down here. Which is not great. It's basically, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps to get up here, or like 4-ish wall jumps to get up here. It's not good. And it's really hard. But if I could do something like this... it's a problem when it's a little bit too high, so I have to do it like right when I'm at the right position. It does look cool though. That's very important. Now, the problem is doing all that while juggling Percival. Let's try it. You know, that might be okay. That by itself might be good. It's also considering, waiting to start it, like here. Just doing that, that. No, that doesn't really do anything. But if I just do those first 2 steps... That's probably better than just doing these jumps, right? It's actually not too bad. And it looks really cool. So all those things come together, I think, make something good. And it would be nice if I could do something like throw Percival and then get up myself. Actually... too bad. Especially since I can chain it afterwards with that. Just good movement. But this... So the problem with this is, I end up with Percival here, and then I'm walking the rest of this way. I'm walking slow. So I think the move here is to do this. Yeah, that feels better. Feels like fast. So let's string this all together. So it's this. Something was weird there. I go up here and do this. Cool. What was I doing before? It was like... jump? Maybe... Oh right, that lets me keep going grab Percival. Whereas if I do this... No, I can still do that. Feels harder though for some reason. Let's try. I hate getting snagged there. Oh, right. One problem is throwing Percival actually shoves me down. Which is why I am lower than I normally am. So I can still make it. but is there a better way to do it? Maybe I should do Versal Throw and then like yeah. That was almost something. Okay. Kitty. Is that good? Yeah. Do something like this, though. Okay. That might be the easiest way to do it. Okay, that actually feels nice and consistent too. Try that a few more times. Okay, come up here. You get out of here. You get out of here. You get in of here. I do have to aim too. Once I get personal up here, it's yeah, if I hit the wall, it's a problem. It's kind of precise angle. It's doable. It's definitely doable. Can I, like... It's probably better. I'm gonna be grabbing Crystal along the way here. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be too hard to do. I could do something like this again. Be nice. God. So normally I just do this. It's probably fine, honestly. I'll stick with that for now. It's definitely a bit tougher on controller. The throw and regrab, throw, regrab. No! Oh. I might end up doing this level on mouse and keyboard anyways because it is much easier to do the Versal Yeetus Supreme here on mouse and keyboard. Looks like it. Yeah! Partial E to Supreme Complete. Eggplant. Okay, so on a controller, you have the option of playing with aim assist or not, and aim assist actually feels really, really, really good. Makes it so that if you're gonna miss like the edge of a platform with the grapple beam, it'll hit it for you, and it'll lock onto most things that you want it to, and it's actually super nice. I was surprised by how good it felt. The problem is, it's not perfect, and it'll sometimes latch onto stuff that you don't want it to, and even aiming with the right stick, it'll still aim assist it a bit and give you like a slightly modified shot, and that can mess you up in some very specific places. But it's really, really nice to have in Swing Across the Scaffolding, just because there's so many little targets that are easy to miss. But in something like Way Down the Switch, it'll like automatically try to hit enemies, and you want to keep enemies alive, and yeah, there's just some problems with it that make it, unfortunately, so I have to play without it, even though on some levels it's really, really nice. But, I mean, I could just practice this without aim assist and get good at aiming. That's the alternative. But I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do full runs with aim assist on or not, because it is real nice when it's not in the way, and for the levels that it is in the way, I could just do mouse and keyboard. So I might just end up doing that, but I do want to do some more practice without aim assist before I make a decision. And then I'll see if it's just like possible to get used to playing without aim assist. Oh boy, is it hard to aim. I would definitely appreciate some assistance. Should I do super jump over that? It's really bad to fall on this level because you do have to go and climb up a lot. And you can fall extremely down. No! Missed the super jump. Let's get you out of the way here and see something. This is a spot where controlling your momentum is very important and difficult. Wait, what? Hello? Goodbye? Ag. So for some reason, it is hard to super jump when you have a ton of speed. You can just make it so that sometimes you'll snag easier. Something like that is what I was looking for. That's not really necessary, so might as well not do it. If you just have enough speed, you don't have to worry about doing a risky jump. Ugh. Yeah. Why didn't I get hit by spikes there? Okay. Oh. Ooh, 3 o'clock already. I do have to get to something. I'll try and do more practice of this on and off stream, and I'll see about doing a run soon, because that'd be good. And yeah. Definitely have a lot of work to do on this, which is fine of me. Thanks for hanging out and watching. I will be back again eventually.